What is up? It's your boy Brad Flauta coming at you from Flauta. That's right, Flauta. Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. So, I actually watched this movie last night. This is our Black Adam movie review, and I wanted to actually sleep on it because, oh my goodness, this movie is something, all right. So let's get started here. Let's give it a score out of 100. Oh boy. This movie's a mess. I gotta tell you. This movie might be if Dwayne Johnson was not in this movie, this might be the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. But because he's in it, I actually enjoyed the movie. I'd watch it again just because I feel like I mean, you kind of have to if you're into comic book movies. But it's just a mess. I'm gonna give it like an 81, like a B minus. I mean, honestly, it's really like a 60. It's real bad. But let's talk about a couple things. Let's talk about the good things first. All right, guys. So the good things, Dwayne Johnson does a really good job playing Black Adam. All right, that's a good thing. I thought the first 20 minutes of the movie was really good, except for the storyline, which we'll get into here in a minute. I thought the first like 20 minutes of the movie was pretty good. Pretty good. Notice how I say pretty good. Not great, but it was pretty good. But Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam was really great. He did a really great job. I honestly felt like I was watching, I didn't feel like I was watching him. Like, you know how a lot of times he just plays the same role in a different movie? Um, some of the line, well, all right, so let's get into the bad, because everything else is bad. First of all, when I turned this movie on, I kept looking at my TV and I'm like, this thing is not in HD. And I kept flipping back and forth on my TV to HD channels because I'm like, something is going on here with the graphics. So for the first like 10 minutes of the movie, I'm like, what is going on here? Like something's going on here with the graphics. So I don't know. I don't know if they shot this movie in HD. The version I bought is the on-demand version through Spectrum or Bright House, and it's the HD version, but there's no way it's HD. It's not HD. I know for certain like there's something goofy going on with the graphics. So that's number one right out of the gate. This movie, the graphics were all kinds of messed up, and it might have just been the version I was watching through on demand. I don't know. So there's that. Um, Second of all, the storyline, I'm pretty sure they just made up. They did just make it up, actually. I mean, I wish they would have done an actual Black Adam storyline. So this storyline's pretty much just a made up storyline. The villain in it is could have been so much better, but he's atrocious. um, I mean, at one point in the movie, like demons from hell come out of the ground, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, like this is bad, right? Well, little old ladies and women are just hitting these things with pipes, and they're just destroying them instantly, just wrecking them. Little kids, there's little kids running around with pipes, just hitting the demons. They're dead. Boop. Don't worry about them anymore. Boop. All done. Boop. So the storyline's a mess. I'm actually amazed that I mean, I don't even get it. Like this movie took so long to make. How they came up with this storyline, I just don't understand. I do not understand. Another thing that makes absolutely no sense. Uh, so at one point he's underwater being held captive, but then so he's got something covering his mouth, right? And he's not in his Black Adam form. He's in his regular human form. So instead of pulling out the thing out of his mouth and just yelling Shazam, he tries to fight these guards. And then he jumps into the water and then pulls it out of his mouth and then almost drowns. I don't get it. I don't understand. There's a lot of logic issues. Obviously it's a superhero movie, so duh, there's logic issues to begin with, but this movie's just a mess. Lot of goofy stuff. I can kind of understand why they went in this direction because maybe they wanted to make it like a family themed, kids themed, because there's like literally this teenage kid riding a skateboard around in the middle of the desert, like just killing people, like killing demons with a pipe and helping Black Adam, who Black Adam's one of the most supposedly ruthless anti-heroes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, of course, in the end, Superman appears. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tie this to, because the way you got to honestly, so first let me just say you guys should watch this movie because you have to watch this version of Black Adam is a different version of Black Adam. I don't know how to explain it, but he's like not he's almost like if a Terminator. This is what he's almost like if a Terminator decided it was going to be a hero, but it kind of didn't care about stuff, but it did care about stuff. It reminded me a lot of you know what? I just realized what it reminded me of. In T2, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator character, that's pretty much Black Adam in this movie. Like he doesn't care if he just flies through a wall. He doesn't care if he throws a guy 100 yards or whatever and kills him. But yet a human can tell him to care about something and he might think about it for a second. It's just really weird. So this version of Black Adam, it's going to be interesting to see how they tie it into Superman and Shazam because they kind of have to, right? I mean, geez, oh Pete's, the comics are all about how Black Adam fights Superman and Shazam. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this movie's a real mess. Was it worth the watch? Yeah, because you kind of have to watch it. You kind of have to watch it to. Honestly, nothing in the movie happens that really covers the DC comics. Like it doesn't tie anything together. But that's not to say it's not going to tie it together in the future. I think you just got to watch it because you need to know. You need to know what this version of Black Adam is like because it's different. I'm telling you, it's different. This whole movie was like a made up storyline. And I even went back last night on Wikipedia and I started doing research on Black Adam. I'm like, there's no way that this is one of the characters' storylines. And sure enough, it's not. They kind of just made up the storyline, which is crazy to me. Anyway, so I hope you guys like this review. You know, that's pretty much all I can say about it. In the end, I was actually happy I saw the movie, but it is pretty terrible. So anyway, guys, I hope you like, subscribe, comment down below. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Peace.